2025, what a year it has been for everybody inside the financial markets, and what a year it's just been for everybody in general. Now, just to touch on a little recap of 2025 for the financial markets, we had Trump entering the markets on a month-to-month basis, putting out random tweets, random speeches, and just deciding that he was going to create volatility and volume in the markets. Now, amongst all of this, it has been one of the hardest years for beginner traders entering in the market. So if you are a beginner trader and 2025 was your first year of learning how to trade, I think it's just about time you give yourself some gratitude for the progress that you've made, because you're still here today in a brand new year looking at a Forex related video by a profitable trader. Now, by doing this, you're putting yourself in the right mindset and the right position for success in the new year. So pat on the back to yourself and congratulations on making it this far and doing 12 months or the previous 12 months of trading and progressing in your journey. That doesn't mean you have to be some crazy profitable trader that's getting payouts on a consistent basis right now, but all it has to mean is that you've made some progress from January 1st last year. As a team here at MonedaFX, we've had a great year of results and returns, and we've also been able to build a massive community while doing this. So what's some of the progress that we've made as a team here at MonedaFX in the year of 2025 as a recap? So we were able to provide some of the best indicators in the industry with some of the longest standing track records and some of the only inbuilt features that allows people to go ahead and basically backtest on our strategies themselves so they can see various different settings and functionalities across a historical period of time. We've also been able to add another year of returns to our autopilot trading systems. Now, these are systems that essentially operate as like a passive income or a secondary income for individuals. They basically own the strategy and then they can run that on their own accounts to their own functionalities. Now, this trades the gold markets. It's a price action based strategy with like no overnight holding, 1 hour trade times, and it has done a staggering 55% on returns just on the high voltage system alone. Amongst creating some top indicators and also creating another year of returns on our autopilot trading systems, we've been able to build autopilot trading systems that you can utilize on funded accounts that are fully compliant within funded account rules. We've also been able to build a huge library of set files and backtested track records on all of the data and pairs that we run on this strategy as well. So everything that we're providing has the proof and data to be sustainable. It's now just down to individuals like yourself to go ahead and use them to gain an edge in the markets. Amongst providing all of these new products and services, we've been able to onboard many members and bring them into an active community. So we're now speaking every single day within an online community. We're holding calls with the team, and we're also looking to plan some more team events during the year of 2026 so we can all get together in person, go and do some stuff like paintballing, go-karting, whatever it might be. We're building a team of expert traders that essentially are learning how to operate in these markets successfully, but also as one unit, so we can all progress and work towards the same goals as a united force. Because realistically, trading nowadays is a very lonely industry. If you're trading and you're doing it by yourself, chances are you're probably going to lock yourself in your room for 2 to 3 years just by yourself. You're going to cut out your social circle, you're not going to drink, you're not going to party, you're going to dedicate yourself into this one craft, and that craft is going to be the markets. But what you have to understand is there is still people out there that are doing exactly the same thing as you. So you just have to separate from your old social circles and evolve yourself around a new environment of hungry individuals that want the same things as you, that are aspiring to achieve the same things as you. And as a team here at MonedaFX, we've been able to do that during the year of 2025. Amongst onboarding everybody, we've brought them onto a community so we can all speak, discuss, and grow as one. So as we push into 2026 and we look forward to another year of progress that we can make as a team, we have to appreciate the progress that we've made. And that doesn't just come for what we've been able to do ourselves, that also comes, as I mentioned before, about what you've done for yourself. Now, this doesn't mean you had a bucket list from January 1st last year and you've gone ahead and ticked off everything this year, you're super proud, you've achieved everything, and that's it, you can go ahead and retire. Realistically, we all set goals that are ambitious and above expectations for ourselves, and this is still good to do because it just means that you're pushing yourself constantly, you're trying to evolve constantly, and you're looking forward to those bigger goals and eventually achieving those goals. But what you do have to do is you have to look back and reflect and say, despite not achieving everything, have I made progress? Have I taken myself to be 1% better every single day? So I'm now at the end of a year and I'm 365% accumulatively better, because that's all you have to be. You just have to progress 1% every day and you are going to be a better individual, whether this be be in the gym, whether this be with mindset, whether this be with trading in your financial goals, whatever it might be, just look to progress 1% every day. So take a step back, ask yourself, did I do that progression every single day last year? And if I didn't, then just look to do it this year. You can't go ahead and hate yourself and get strung up on the past. It's just about looking forward and making those changes during the next year of 2026. Now, last year had lots of ups and downs and was, as I mentioned, a very volatile time for traders within the markets. Now, one of those ups and downs that occurred was the industry of prop firms changing for good. We saw many prop firms go underneath. We saw many instant passing prop firms not get utilized anymore, shut their doors for good. Unfortunately for myself, I was involved in one of these situations. I lost over 6 figures in funding, but it's about reflecting, bouncing back, and how we're going to progress forward in the year of 2026. As we've seen, the prop firm industry has taken its twists and turns over the years that it's been running as it is anyway. But what we have seen is we've seen one company stand out amongst them all and be running since the year 2015 with sustainability, with proof of payouts, and a consistent, dedicated approach to their clientele. And that firm is FTMO. So during the year of 2026, I'm no longer going to be looking to these low ticket prop firms, instant passing prop firms, or heavily discounted challenges to go ahead and get myself on more capital. What I'm going to be doing is dedicating my time and essentially going against everything else and putting all my eggs in one basket with FTMO, because they're the sustainable long-term firm that I know is going to pay me out during this next year, and that they've been around since 2015 and have been doing that exact thing since 2015. So whether you got stung last year by the prop firm situation that happened, or you weren't yet to start prop firm trading and this year is your year, I recommend you taking a similar approach. Now, it's not just about buying the accounts, but it's how you're actually going to go ahead, trade on those accounts, and have a smart funding approach to go ahead and get yourself funded and receiving payouts. Because at the end of the day, it's not about having 6, 7, 8 figures in funding capital. It's really about being able to get payouts off of the capital that you have and having more payouts than the cost of the challenges that you're buying. That's all you need to do. Just make sure that whatever you're putting into challenges, you're getting a larger result out in terms of payouts. So stop burning all of your time running one massive challenge on a low percent risk and actually only getting one funded passing 6 months into the year, then spending the next 6 months on a low risk just to go ahead and get 1 or 2 small payouts. This isn't the approach you have to take. 2026 can be the year of scaling for you, and I'm going to tell you exactly how it works in just a minute. So rather than, as I mentioned, staying stagnant with 1 to 2 accounts, risking 0.5, 1% risk on those challenges, and just being very precautious with what you're trading, I recommend simply what I'm going to do in the next year is just dollar cost average on a very heavy and an aggressive approach. So I'm going to be taking 3% per trade idea on these accounts, and that essentially, with a 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, is around going to let me pass most of these challenges within 1 to 2 trades. So all I'm going to do is risk that 3% per trade idea, purchase, say, a batch of accounts at one given time, and I'm going to aggressively trade each of those individually. Because by the law of averages, let's say I'll pass 1 in 4 accounts, I then have 100k that I can go ahead and trade on and receive payouts on. As soon as I get, say, 5 or 10% payout on that 100k funding, I've already made back an ROI on the investment that I put into the challenge cost for 4 of those 100k challenges. So this is a super easy and aggressive approach. Every single month, I'm going to be dollar cost averaging and buying as many accounts as I can. I'm then going to be trading them through that month on an aggressive approach and then looping that continuously to get funded and get payouts. Securing capital as quick as I can, burning through challenges in unstable market conditions, always following my trading rules, of course, and using a sustainable strategy that I have all the data built on, so I know that this approach will work and does work already. It is a proven concept. So now it's time to just dollar cost average, have a heavy aggressive approach on prop firms, and make sure that I'm getting paid out more than I'm paying in. I'm then going to be funneling that income into automated services and into my own personal accounts to go ahead and trade with my full control at all given times. So this is something that you can easily go ahead and implement for yourself. Just look at the size of funded challenges that realistically you can afford, say 4 to 5 of those at one given time. Purchase a batch of those and then trade them at an aggressive risk consecutively. After you've passed at least one of those challenges, you've then secured funding. Yes, you might do this on your challenge account number 1, or you might do this on challenge account 7 or 8. What matters is that you're putting less in than what you're getting out. And that's what my point here is. Have an aggressive approach so you're not just wasting 6, 12, 24 months trading 1 or 2 large accounts, and instead you're securing capital as quickly as possible and payouts as quickly as possible. We're not here to take as many trades as we can. We're not here to secure the most amount of funding that we can. We're here to make money from the markets. Once I've passed the challenge phases that are required by FTMO on these phase accounts, all I'm going to simply do is just drop down my risk to 0.5 to sort of around 1% risk. Depending on how aggressive I want my approach to be, obviously I can adjust that. But what's important is once I've decided on that risk per trade, I maintain that risk per trade. And then all I'm going to do is just look at withdrawing in 4 to 5% cycles. So let's just say I pass one account and I have 100k in funding. After I've then got 5% on that, I'm going to look to withdraw it as long as I'm within all of the other prop firm rules. And then I'm simply going to reinvest into another batch of accounts, aggressively trade those, secure more funding, and then go ahead and receive more payouts. All of this income is going to be funneled, as I mentioned, into those other sources of income for a nice and easy scaling approach during the next year. The benefit to doing this with FTMO over all of these shady and offshores or instant pass prop firms is the fact that you get refunded the challenge cost once you've passed both phases. So let's say you go ahead and buy 4 of those 100Ks, the 100K that you do go ahead and pass, you get refunded on that anyway. So you're already at a break even on that account, you just need a payout that covers the cost of the other 3 accounts you purchased. Now, what strategy am I actually going to go ahead and utilize when I'm trading this funded and aggressive funded approach during the year of 2026? Well, that strategy is going to be the Samurai strategy. This is an SMC based strategy that essentially trades during the London volume by utilizing the previous Asian range session, and then all we're simply going to do is look for an AMD concept. So the morning period is our accumulation, we then enter the markets during a manipulation, and we await the afternoon session for distribution of our trade to go ahead and hit a TP or a stop loss. This is a strategy that we're building a full backtest report on, and it has been historically proven to pay people out, and it is a known industry strategy that we've been able to go ahead and code into a plug and play script that clients can go ahead and use in order to extract a profit from the markets. So you literally take this simple strategy that we've built that's proven in the markets, you can backtest it yourself, you can change all the settings and make it personalized to yourself, take the trades on multiple different pairs, however you want to do it, you can own this strategy for yourself. You simply input it into your own trading platform, TradingView, and then it's going to display the trade ideas on screen that you can then go ahead and enter however you want. This could be to practice your craft on a demo account, live trading, or as I say, with an aggressive prop firm approach. Now, this strategy has a great risk to reward as well as a solid win rate. So this aggressive approach is going to be the most optimal for going ahead and passing challenges in the new year. If you're interested in getting your hands on the Samurai strategy, go ahead and check the link in the description and I'll give you some information on how you can get it, or just leave a comment below saying you're interested and I'll get back to you with some more information on how we can get you started with the Samurai strategy. But forget the year of 2025. It's important to just look over your results, appreciate the progress that you've made, but now what's more important is looking forward to the goals and ambitions that you want to achieve in the year of 2026. So start writing some stuff down that you want to go ahead and achieve. I also recommend, if you are looking to trade prop firms in the next year, taking a look in more detail at the approach I mentioned, trying to get your head around the whole idea of dollar cost averaging and being aggressive with that approach, because this is going to be the most optimal way to trade prop firms in the year of 2026. My name's been Lewis. I appreciate you all sticking around to the end, and I'll catch you all in the next one.